Look at that Tobokadachi set. That's pretty neat looking. Kind of want to dress up like that. So what's probably part of the problem here is that Baroth is -3 fire. Oh, but the bone set is +2 fire. Huh. But it has lower defense across the board, I suppose. Interesting. But yeah, I was thinking about doing another quick attempt on Baroth to get more setup. And while the defense would be higher, his fire resistance would be crap, which is not encouraging. So Baroth's fire resistance is -3, Jiura's -1, Kadachi's 0. So at least they're not getting bonus damage against you via fire attacks. That's good to know. I'm not entirely sure what these resistances mean. Like, is it just -3 compared to like, for example, the 14 that this item is already worth? Because at that point, then the -3 is not such a big deal. I don't know. Let's see upgrade and compare there. Does it still say -3 on this one? Still says -3. I wonder, does that mean that my defense against physical is 20, but my defense versus fire is 17, which is still positive? Or does it actually have an explicit, like, more percentage-based overall negative effect, I wonder? Because the most logical way of reading this would just be that it'd be minus compared to the base defense of the item. I'm not altogether sure. I'm surprised that those elemental differences don't seem to change as you upgrade the item, becoming more pronounced or less pronounced or anything like that. Like the weakness stays the same. I may want to fight another Kadachi to see if I can get some scales and membranes and electrodes. The Constitution restores stamina depletion. This is the most appealing thing, is this increases thunder element attack power. Plus 30 thunder attack? That would be pretty good, right? Then making more resistance, that's less encouraging. But yeah, like if I can get 2 Tobokadachi scales, Tobokadachi, that'd be fantastic. It'd also give me a 16 defense armor set, which would be a spike above what I have right now. So maybe it'd be more prepared for dealing with that enemy, because, yeah, a lot of my armor set right now only has 6 defense. At least at default, they're upgraded a bit. So before where's my defenses? You can see down there it says 5 fire, -1 water, 11 thunder. I think it is just plus or minus compared to your normal defense or something. So I may want to do it to see if I can find a Tobokadachi run, or just do other missions in general so I can craft a nice full set of higher defense armor before I fight that guy again. Because I was getting one shot, so it's probably not the best call for me to do again. This does put me in a bit of a predicament, because I just upgraded the Pulsar Rod, but I kind of want to go back to the Aqua Rod, because water is the weakness of the Tobokadachi, and lightning is what it's strong against. And I'm kind of wondering if I should just make multiple rods? Like, these starting requirements are really cheap, aren't they? I could just make a Aqua Rod and a Pulsar Rod and upgrade them independently. I don't necessarily need to keep switching back and forth. Worth considering. I might try it. We'll test it out and see if it's a reasonable approach, and then I'll learn from here. So, because I can just make another bone... Yeah, it's 1 monster bone S gives me a bone rod 1. That's it. That's all you need. And they craft that up for you. Then you have a crappy bone rod. I'll go ahead and equip that. Sure. And we go upgrade. Yeah, there's Pulsar Rod 1, Iron Blade, Maldron. Weapons equipped. No. Weapons... Category. Insect Glaive, there we go. Wouldn't mind just having tabs, in general, for this inventory. Bone Rod. Yeah, the first 2 monster bone S's. That's all it requires. That's the first, that's that level. And then I can make an Aqua Rod. which requires all the stuff that I already used before when I made the aqua rod in the past. And now I have an aqua rod and a pulsar rod. The main thing is that it was going to cost me 1,000 of the currency. I keep forgetting the name of Zenny, I guess? I don't know. I think it's Zenny. It's going to cost me 1,000 every single time to switch back and forth, right? So if I just make one of each, then I don't have to switch back and forth. And also they'll be available to me in my inventory, which I think I can go to the tent and even change them when I'm out in the field. So now I have a pulsar rod and an aqua rod, so I can use both water and lightning against enemies by switching between the two of them. And when I take out this Anjanath, I might be able to then use a fire rod, and then I'll have that option available to me too if I make another one, which should also still be pretty easy to do. Yeah, all it requires is an ancient bone and a monster bone M. 2 and 1 out of 9 and 8 that I have, so we're good there too. I just need those Anjanath pieces. Then I'll have a fire, water, and lightning thing. And then if I take down a Poke Poke, I can have a poison one, and then I'll have 4 different elements of glaive. Which is kind of absurd, but also kind of great. So Aqua, Pulsar, Iron. Got it. Let's go beat him up. Well, I just got back from a run where I realized the hard way that I can't fight that guy again. Mr. Lightning Man. It's like just not an option. I went back to the woods, and the 3 monsters that are there are none of them are him. And I go to talk to these guys, and they don't give me a mission to fight him. I'm supposed to be able to go to investigations to fight specific monsters, right? So there's Poke Poke and some other variations. I could go for poison if I want to try that approach or something. But like I can't. The electric guy, squirrel lizard, is not listed. And you can't repeat a mission you've already done, and he doesn't show up in expeditions, and he doesn't show up in investigations. So at this moment, I actually can't refight that monster as far as I can tell, which means I can't go down the avenue of using that set. I need a different plan. Whoops. So we're now here in the desert again. I decided to come here on an expedition this time around. Since I can't hunt that specific character I wanted to hunt, my goal here is to either kill Shovelface or the aquatic guy again. Probably the aquatic guy, due to being a higher level enemy that has at least higher defense, that also has less weakness to fire. So I'd like to track that guy down again. But also maybe we'll get some sort of quest thing going on around here. Because there was like sort of quest discoveries that happened last time around when I visited, when I did the expedition in the other location. So I'm hoping something like that might happen here too. We'll see. I don't know if that'll be a consistent structure thing or not. What I have noticed is there are... Oh yeah, there's question marks. Here we go. Yeah, there's Grimalkine traces. Oh, I'm under attack. You not do that? I'm doing stuff that's actually kind of... Dude, I'm busy. Go away. One down. You're pretty much asking for this, you know that? I wasn't interested in you. Good job. You really nailed it. Ow. Yeah, main mission, just get some kind of armor upgrade. I'd probably settle for either. I definitely want, but I think the fish guy's the better priority. What are you homing in on? Oh. Water moss. I might as well meet the local Grimalkin, or Grimal, whatever they're called. The fish the cats. If I can track them down, that could give me a local advantage. Or maybe they'll even teach my... Maybe they'll teach my cat how to recruit people around here so I can have another ally. Since the Jagras aren't around here. Oh yeah? They in here? Right, these piles again. The ones that made my alternate weapon so affordable. Yeah, boulder bones aren't as rare as they once were, huh? This definitely rapidly became one of those games where I'm not entirely sure which parts of it to show, because there's a heavy element of farming and grinding and fighting the same enemies again and wandering around and failing and restarting and stuff like that, so it's interesting. Whenever I'm playing a game that doesn't have a traditional campaign where you go through a static environment, like a Zelda or a Dark Souls, I am less certain about which parts are to be shown. Investigation added. What I need is an investigation for the damn lightning guy. I haven't thought about it until now, about like how you would add specific investigations to your game and what would be involved with that. Have we progressed to the next tier now? Yep. In here? Ooh, can I loot the ants? No. Sometimes you can. Oh, press circle. Oh my god. It's a hell of a fall. I've got a whole cave down here. Hopefully I don't take too long on this, because I don't want the actual target of this hunt to disappear. But I kind of stumbled into this little investigation. Ooh, honey. Not the worst. Oh, hey, they're HQ. Are you gonna run away? Are you gonna make me chase you too? You could just not. The others still aren't back yet. I must go look for them. They're called the Protectors? Hi there. We're from the Research Commission. Did something happen here? Research Commission? Oh, the ones who live in the strange house. The other Protectors and I were coming back to this hideout, but on the way back, a Baroth charged us. The others panicked. We got separated. I hear your people are good hunters. Will you help bring my 3 friends back here? We consider it a privilege. But they may not trust outsiders if they see you coming. Use your capture net to catch them before they run. Just be gentle. Wow, that's... Capture my friends in a net. That's interesting advice. Once you find all 3, bring them here. Please help my people. New critical bounty. Capture 3 Protectors. Can you come with me? To help? No. Well, this one's gonna take some work. Gonna grab that honey and then get back to tracking the other creature, I think. I think I'll do this afterwards. I might not even have a net that qualifies. Let's track question mark creature. Unfortunately, I think question mark doesn't mean... I don't think it's the same thing I'm looking for, though. I think that just means it's a new animal. Whoa. Deeper and deeper. Someplace that sand keeps draining towards. I don't think this won't do me any big favors. I need to get to the water. I'm way off course by now, I think. If I check the map, I can probably find... Yeah, here. That waypoint is R3. How do I do that? Do I have to unselect you? There we go. R3. It doesn't work. It says R3 to set waypoint. Oh. Do I have to select like an enemy or something? Weird. Okay. You can't just set waypoint to be on the floor. You have to select like an actual unit. I wonder what the purpose of that limitation is. Either way, that's where we last saw the mud creature. Now I want to deck the crap out of it. So when I first fought him... Oh, is that it? That's it, isn't it? Yeah. No? What are you? Oh, you're the Baroth. Oh, you're... I did not recognize what your face looked like. Whoops. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. This way it is, I think. So when I first fought the aquatic creature, I think I was using a non-elemental weapon. So the difference here is that it has a mud phase, just like the Baroth does, where it alternates between being strong or weak against an element. In this case, it's strong against lightning and strong against water, and retroactively, it goes between being strong and weak against water and lightning in its two phases, and those two phases are determined somewhat by. Let's see. That's the protector. Capture net. Oh, I have infinite capture net. I don't think I did that correctly. How does capture net work? Huh. Never tried to use it before. I think I did it wrong. So this is where I saw that creature last time. So I believe when it's covered in mud, it's weak to water, and when it's not covered in mud, it's weak to lightning. So it'll be alternating between being weak to me and being strong against me. Because it alternates between 3-star defense and 0 and X. Oh, there it is. Oh, I think it aggroed on me. Seems like it knows I'm here. Hey, you. Look at me. Oh. Are you currently covered in mud? I can't... I honestly have trouble telling which phase they're in. Remove capture net? What? Ow. There we go. Mounted. You gonna do something? Yep. You look like you're winding up. Oof. Oh, he wants you off. What? I totally was ready for that. Oh, cool. I was like, I could have sworn I hit right trigger and everything. Come on, a little more, right? Now I've got my actual bonus damage like I'm supposed to. How would I even find its broken parts in this water? Oh, I need that, I think. Is that another one? Oh, that's torch. No, I want thorn. I think that makes it easier to break pieces off of them, I think. Hit the wrong spot, didn't I? Oh, watch out. That was a mistake. On him again. I was ready for that, thankfully. Oh, jeez. He's thrashing. As far as I can tell, whenever you have red meter on your health... Oh, watch out. Then that means you're going to automatically regain that if you can just avoid taking more damage. Better, easier said than done sometimes, I suppose. He's got a really major tell when he's about to thrash, because his head turns back. Was that a bone boomerang? Oh, he didn't have much of a tell that time. Oh no, he was falling over. Oh, it's clearly not a weak spot. It's my attacks are bouncing right off. Is there stuff to loot around here? Oh, he's throwing a tantrum. That was a good time for him to run away because I'm running out of... I was completely running out of power. Did he drop anything? I don't want to miss out. That's just this Vigor Wasp. I get all paranoid I'm going to miss out on the pieces of the boss because I just can't tell. Not the SOS flare. I want a ration. The rations are crossed out? Oh, right. You don't get free rations. You don't get free rations during expeditions, I don't think. Or maybe I just didn't grab them. I think they're supposed to be rewarding you for being on a specific mission or something each time. Let's see. Can you change your equipment on the run? I don't see it. But I think you're stuck with what you've got unless you want to run all the way back to camp. So even if I could tell which times has mud on him and which times he doesn't, I wouldn't be able to hot swap my weapon. Not even via the pause menu. That was just a bad attack. I did terrible. Nope. Give me that. Yep, bonus attack is activated. I'm defeating other monsters on accident, of course. I think he's stunned. Nope. I was going for a mount, that didn't work out. Nope, that's gonna be bad for me. More red, really. I'm like not getting other buffs anymore. There we go. The monster you're tracking will leave the area soon. Screw you. I'm fighting him right here. Now. Yes. He does not like that. Come on, just die already. Don't go running away. That's not fair. I can only stab you so many times. Oh, he's angry. A little more, come on. It's so hard to aim your attacks. It's starting to drive me crazy a little bit. I'll want to attack a certain part of his body, and then my character will go in a weird direction, and I don't really know why. I can't tell what controls my character's attack direction, because it doesn't seem to be my camera or my joystick sometimes. That was a massive waste of him getting downed, wasn't it? Uh-oh. Turf war between yes! That's amazing. They're getting a turf war. Where'd he go? Oh shit. You get experience for initiating a turf war. That's incredible. Ow. You threw him off. Oh, I don't want you looking at me. Shit. Is he running away? He's running away. You come back here. Last time he retreated back here, that meant that he was weak enough that you could defeat him. It's hard to tell when a guy limps or not when he's basically swimming everywhere. Kind of gets rid of the usual tells that help you read that kind of information. Is he just always covered in mud? Because it feels like he might just always be covered in mud, and that I might always, my weapon might just be actively weaker than it was before. I can't really tell. I'm trying, but some of these details, some of these things just aren't clear to me when I play this game. Ow! Ow. Just tell me he won't leave the area when I'm actively fighting him, because that would suck. It'd be one thing if it's a punishment for letting them wander off or something, but if I'm currently fighting them and they leave, I'm gonna be very mad. Ow. Get that material. Got a scale. Yay. Oh, that's the mud. I think I can see the mud there. Is he coming towards me? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, that's worth questioning. Does sharpening my blade cause me to instantly lose my insect bonuses? I'm not sure. There we go. Red's back. It's gonna leave the locale soon. Come on. I'm currently fighting it. Got orange. broke something off again. I've got all 3 colors. Come on, keep it going. It's interesting to me that combos tend to not actually drain any stamina. Stamina is all rolling and holding on and running. But I can just attack forever. Which is... Oh, he's dead, thank God. I was genuinely worried for a bit there. Should I just go for the other one now? Get all the monster parts I need? I think that's just time for that, right? It's just time to just do a little grinding, kind of. Get some equipment. Did I even get good amounts of stuff? I don't like the number one, the ones I'm seeing there, where it just says ×1. That may have not amounted to as much as I was hoping. But if I kill him and the other guy, I'll at least hopefully be able to craft a full set of armor. And maybe I can find those cats. So at least I'll get a little quest progress while I'm dealing with everything else. Let's see. Said the monster I was tracking was going to leave soon. Is Baroth leaving? Or is it that other question mark one that I don't even know about yet? You've lost track of the monster. It seems to have left the area. What left the area? Was it the one I don't know? The question mark? Oh yeah. That one's gone. Alright, so there's another monster I don't even know the identity of yet. Spoilers for later, I suppose, or something. Oh, they're aggroing on me. Leave me alone, you dumb fish. Am I gonna have to make an armor, like an arm? Oh! That gave me a scale of you? I should probably finish investigating all the crap around here then. 'Cause that might be what I need. Okay, you guys need to stop it. I'm hitting you with a lightning rod. Do you really want more of this? It's just a bad idea. There goes lightning. The person who failed me the Anjanath mission. Kind of. I don't know. I have no way of telling how good she was. Or I just assume she because Final Fantasy. I have no idea how much they did. For all I know, they were complete dead weight when they joined my game, or maybe they did like the majority of the work. I have no idea. There's no DPS meters. The enemy doesn't have a health bar. Like there's no real like in-game way of telling how well individual party members do. I think. Was there a thing here? I should double check for any more chunks of that one, dude, just because it did drop a scale. Is the evidence gone now? Yeah. So what's weird is I'm currently sprinting, which is draining my stamina meter, which affects whether or not I can like do stuff, and like if I run out of stamina, it goes away. So I find it weird that when I'm doing stuff that consumes stamina, the game is showing me a diamond instead of my actual stamina meter. What sort of hunting does your Meowster do? They've gone out for great jogress a lot recently. I see. So the other player's been fighting jogress. I've seen them make cat puns at each other, which is astonishing. I should review my notes. That's not how you do that. Ooh, thunder is useless against Baroth. That's a problem. If I'm gonna fight Baroth again, I need to use Water is sometimes useful. Thunder is totally useless. Alright, so I should visit my base then. Get on down here. The capture net. How do I sneak again? X. They're saying the protector's looking this way, Meowster. Maybe we should back off till it loses interest. I need to make it not see me and sneak up behind it. Shit. Yes. Capture net. How do I do that? God damn it. I don't know, man. I don't have... Is this supposed to be some kind of, like, capture net tutorial? Well, it's not really a tutorial. It's just kind of asking me to use the capture net without ever telling me how. Or did they tell me, like, a long time ago? I don't know. Here we go. So I can change my equipment here, thankfully. Say goodbye to my affinity-laden lightning rod. Switching to an element that the enemy is actually weak against. And hopefully between defeating these two enemies, I'll be able to go back to base and... Is there anything in here? Not... What? No. Use the box. There we go. No. There's nothing in there. I'd be able to craft something. That's it for now. I can make herbal medicine, but that's not really relevant to what we're doing here. I'm not sure how to heal my calico companion. I might be able to... Maybe if I find like an AoE healing plant in the environment, maybe it'll heal them. Let's see, so I've pinned the creature. Just need to track him down. And we need to get busy before he actually escapes. And then between the two of them, hopefully I'll have enough monster parts to craft at least the majority of a higher level set. So I'm not wearing equipment that's been upgraded from having an original defense of 6. Because I'm still wearing a few pieces of the majority of my armor pieces are still the bone set. And I think having a higher level piece of equipment, even if it is weak to fire, would still be stronger against those different attacks of that boss than something that started off as a 6. Even if that stuff is somewhat more resistant to fire. But that's assuming I'm right about the numbers. Like, if -3 is just in comparison to the current total or something. But I don't know how to tell, man. Come here. Oh. That's how you use it. Oh. Oh, you press... Okay. Square equips it. Square equips it and then you launch it. As a little crappy, like, Spider-Man net. Okay. Like many things in life, I learned about it, how to do it accidentally while doing something else. Huzzah. Oh, more of these. Let's start fighting him before he starts running away or something. You, come back here. I want to murder you. Come on. Don't run away. You son of a bitch. I left. Right in front of me. Son of a bitch. Alright, fine. Well, now I know how to do the protector thing at least. So, equip. X to crouch. Isn't that just their HQ, though? Crap. I don't want their HQ. I want to find the individuals of their group and capture them. Oh no. They could be like anywhere, huh? This might be a long search. Well, let's hope for the best regarding my aquatic kill, because that guy just pieced out right in front of me. Oh man. I feel like I'm flailing a bit at the moment.